Hello again, everybody. So in this lecture, I will be giving you some instructions as well as helpful uh, hints related to your assignment number 1. So that's the document which you will get. This is the document you have for your assignment number 1. And what you're supposed to do in your assignment number 1 is assignment 1 is based on first 4 chapters which we have covered in this week. So at the end of each chapter, so for example in chapter number 1, page 17, there are multiple scenarios. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenarios, and the first one is called Wildwood apartment scenario. So basically this is a scenario about a company which has 30 different apartment complexes in various states, and they lease out their apartment and they have certain requirement. They have a manager or people working for this company, and they would like you to make a database for them. And if you remember, the first step of databases, first we gather user requirements, then create a ER diagram, and then create the database. So whatever we have learned from chapter 1, 2, and 3 and 4, we will apply in this. So at the end of the chapter, there are scenarios, and the first scenario is Wildwood apartment. At the end of each specific scenario, there are questions which I will like you to answer for each chapter. Wildwood apartment. And some of this question might be please check this or confirm with this your instructor. You can skip that because we don't have the time, or we don't have that much interaction, so you can skip those steps. In addition to that, I have listed these 2 questions. So for example, question number 3 from chapter 1, which says start a new notebook for your documentation, you can skip that. And same way you can skip question number 7 from chapter number 4. But besides those, you have to answer all the questions at the end of chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4 related to Wildwood apartment scenario. Please type your answer in a Word document, 12-point font, single space, and you submit your work on, of course, on a blackboard. To help you out, since this is your first try to do it, I am giving you this guide to help you with your assignment. As I mentioned, there are multiple scenarios at the end of each chapter. So the second scenario is called Vince Vinyl scenario, and that scenario is in each chapter. And I have given you the solution to the second scenario for chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've kept the font size a little bit small for now. You can print it or increase it. So this is the solution for that other scenario, Vince Vinyl, which you can use, which can act as a guidance for you as what my expectations are, what you need to do for your scenario, which is the Wildwood scenario. And in chapter number 4, you will end the chapter number 4 by creating an entity relationship diagram. Yours is not this complex, but that's what the end product would be. That's you will chapter number 4 you will end with an entity relationship diagram. Okay. And how are you going to create your entity relationship diagram? You can create it on a piece of paper with a pencil or pen. You can create this in a Word document if you can, or if you want, I would really love it if you can use it, create this in Lucidchart and then copy it from there and paste it in your Word document. In case you do decide to draw it on a piece of paper with a pencil or pen, please do it very neatly so I can read it. And after you're done with your drawing, you can either scan it. If you don't have a scanner, take a nice picture of it with your smartphone. Please take a straight picture, don't send me ups and down picture. Take a picture with your smartphone and insert that picture into the Word document. So those are some of the ways you can draw and send me the entity relationship diagram. In addition to that, at the end of let me find that out. At the end of advanced ERD questions, this video, at the end of it, you might find a very useful hint for doing the entity relationship diagram. So I would suggest you please watch that video, and in the end you will get a really good hint or help as how to do the entity relationship diagram for Wildwood apartment. In addition to that, I'm your first resource. If you have any question, concern about the assignment, please feel free to contact me, get in touch with me. Email is the best way, as I mentioned earlier too. I'm on my computer most of the time, so if I see an email, I can reply back to you, or we can have a conference call over the phone if you need my help with this scenario. Okay, the due date is already there, Sunday I think, so please submit your work by that time. Okay guys, all the best with your what am I doing? So all the best with your first assignment.